Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of LSAT Pros. I'm Steve Schwartz from the LSAT blog.
And I'm Graham Blake from LSAT Hacks.
And we actually have an announcement for you today. This is actually going to be our last episode on the podcast. It's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun. But we actually found this was a lot more work than we initially anticipated and decided that we would be better off focusing our attention on projects we currently have going on.
Yeah. So we've really enjoyed doing it. And one thing we're glad to say is that we focused on making everything worthwhile if you're listening to it far into the future. So if you're just picking up this podcast now and hearing this final episode, I would encourage you to go back to the start and listen through the things we've done before. They're all Q&A from students taking the LSAT. And as long as the format hasn't changed, then they're just as relevant in the future as they are now. So we like all of it, but I thought I'd highlight like a few of my favorite episodes, and I think Steve has some too. I personally like episodes 7, 9, and 10. Those are the ones on specific sections, logical reasoning, logic games, and reading comp respectively. What about you, Steve?
Yeah, I really enjoyed episodes 9, 10, and 11 because we got really in depth on each of the three sections of the LSAT as well: games, reasoning, and reading comp. And then I also really enjoyed episode number 14, which was focused on how to structure your LSAT studying over a 2-month period, but that contained a lot of my general insights on LSAT scheduling, self-study, etc.
You know, I got the episode numbers wrong. It is actually what Steve said, not number 7. So 9, 10, 11. Those are my favorites. And the structuring one as well. I do like that.
Yeah, I think they were timeless because they allowed us to really go into depth into each of the sections fully for an hour or more, or close to an hour at least. And so I think that if you're looking for a place to jump in, those are the best starting points.
And then much of the rest is on Q&A, and you can check that out as you like. But now we thought we'd end off by just talking a bit about what is on our sites and what we're doing in the future. So, Steve, you've got a lot of articles and you've got some study plans. Do you want to tell people a bit about what you do?
Yeah, sure. So I've got the LSAT blog. I've been running it for over 10 years now. I have 1,000 articles and more on everything related to LSAT prep, law school admissions. One of the most popular aspects of my site are the day-by-day study plans, the schedules where I lay out exactly what to do every single day and every single week over the entire course of your LSAT prep. More recently, I've branched into focusing a lot on my YouTube channel, which is at youtube.com/LSAT blog. I release new videos daily. They're either short lessons or longer online classes or recordings of in-person classes and discussions and interviews with a wide variety of folks on LSAT and law school admissions. And for those of you who are into podcasts, I've also got another podcast I'm focusing on called LSAT Unplugged, where I'm releasing new episodes daily as well.
That all sounds great. So I would say what you can find on my site, the number one thing I would highlight are the LSAT explanations. So that's lsathacks.com/explanations. And those are free explanations for all the questions on several dozen LSAT prep tests. And I'm adding more. And you can also sign up for a free email course. If you find a little pop-up form on the site and just enter your email there, you can get some emails on how to do each section of the LSAT. And then beyond that, I also have a couple of courses, regular LSAT course if you're just starting out, or something called the LSAT Mastery Seminars if you've already taken another course or are at an advanced level and want something to help you improve even further and get techniques aiming at getting like 165 plus. You can take that. And for what I'm doing in the future, I'm basically just hoping to get more explanations out, and I've got some plans for a series of articles as well.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I suppose I should also mention what I have going on for the future. I've started teaching live online LSAT classes. I'm going to be teaching live in-person LSAT classes here in New York, and I've also got some recorded video courses as well. So it sounds like we both got a lot of new stuff coming your way, so make sure to check out each of our sites for the latest.
Yeah, and thanks for listening to the podcast, or if you're just checking this out for the first time, please do check out the back catalog. I think you'll find it very helpful, and let us know what you think of it. If enough people talk about it favorably, like maybe we'll reconsider. But for now, we thought we'd end on a high note where we're like happy with everything that we've done, and I guess that's it. So we'll leave everything we mentioned in the show notes. Steve, do you have anything else?
Not really. I think it's been a lot of fun, and please keep in touch with us. Feel free to reach out. Graham, you want to share the best way for folks to reach you?
Sure. The best way to reach me, you could probably Instagram. It's Graham_Blake. That's GRAEME. Or you can sign up to the email list on my site.
Excellent. Folks can find me at youtube.com/LSAT blog. They can check out the LSAT Unplugged podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and pretty much everywhere else. But you can always email me personally at lsatunplugged@gmail.com.
All right. Thanks, everyone.